Unexpected Journey, Memoir of a Siberian Deportee by Juzė Avižienyte-Žukauskiene. Translated from Lithuanian and narrated by Giedre Kumpikas, niece of the author, and by Isabelle Kumpikas, the sister of the author. Chapter 1, Into the Unknown. It was early morning on June 14th, 1941, when, as usual, I left for work. First one, then a second, then a third truck drove past me, each one filled with dejected people, adults and children, all being guarded by armed soldiers. I froze. Shivers ran down my back. The fact that people were being arrested at night and taken somewhere was not news, but they had been adults, officials, employees, and in general, more prominent persons. But here, women with eyes swollen from weeping, children crying, huddling and pressing against their mothers. Where were they being taken? What were they guilty of? What would be done with them? My mind was burning with these thoughts. When I arrived at work, I found a worried, frightened little group of co-workers. What happened? Don't you know that people are being deported massively? At first, they're deporting more influential and richer people, and then? But why? What have they done, especially the children? Well now, don't play dumb. Don't you know that you don't have to be guilty of anything to be arrested, and no one will even know where you disappeared to? Yes, I knew that. I knew that people were being arrested at night, and no attempts of the family at finding them gave any results. Everywhere the answer was the same. We don't know anything. But these had been only individual people. But now, I myself saw how people surprised at home were carrying and piling bundles into trucks, seating their crying children. That day, work did not go well. The keys on the adding machine kept getting stuck one behind the other. I kept checking the ribbon twice, 3 times. The day was dreary. A light rain was falling. Near our bank, at that time I was working at the Lithuanian bank, a truck stopped. We all looked through the windows. In the truck sat only one boy about 11 or 12, huddled, wet from the rain, shivering since he was only wearing his school uniform, without a coat, without a cap. 1 soldier remained with him. 2 soldiers and 1 civilian entered the bank. We all sat as if frozen. Who will be arrested? The truck moved near the front door, but none of us dared even to budge. Only later we found out that they had arrested the manager of the Lithuanian bank, Zigmas Starkus. On the following days, this no longer surprised us. How quickly one gets used to everything. People were being deported non-stop, shoved into freight cars, and being taken no one knew where. There were all sorts of rumors that in the Katinsky forest near Minsk, the Bolsheviks had shot 10,000 interned Polish officers, that the Minister of Internal Affairs, Skuchas, and the Director of the Security Department, Povilaitis, had been tortured to death, that Colonel Barauskas, having been seized on the street at midday and while being taken to the Varna, as the truck for the transportation of prisoners was called, had succeeded in shouting, "Let my family know." Note, Varna, meaning crow in Lithuanian, used here to represent an open transport vehicle.